So I drove this thing to work every day this week, all 5 days, and it did awesome. And that's right after moving to my new house where I loaded the car to the ceiling with stuff and pulled the enclosed trailer behind it with it loaded to the ceiling. I cut that off shorter. I didn't like it sticking out. I want to make like a little box for it, but a scoop, but I haven't. Did perfect. Right now it's got the 275 gear under the back. I love that gear for the street. It does awesome. It puts it at like 1,800 to 2,000 RPM going down the interstate like 70, 80 miles an hour. I'm trying to think of anything we've done to it lately. Oh, we fixed a really bad driveline vibration it had. The drive shaft was vibrating like crazy. It has for a long time, and that was the reason that kept me from driving it a lot on the interstate, because it shook so bad. And I figured out that the yoke on the pinion, there's little ears that keep the U-joint caps from flying off, and one of those ears was thick and one was thin, and I had to grind down the thick one and move the U-joint over, because when you ran the car, we put it on the lift and ran it at low speed, and you could see the drive shaft going doo 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 doo. And so we fixed that at work. And but I said this in a previous video, but I think the audio was really bad. I'm using the micro squirt. I'm using the fast idle wire to run my nitrous kit. So I basically had it set up where the fast idle wire, I can set it up in the computer on whatever parameters I want, but I have it where, between, like, it'll spray it up to a certain amount of boost or whatever, and then I have it where also the brakes, you hear that relay click? That's the nitrous relay. I set up where when I hit the brakes, it will not spray it. So I set on the starting line, I can have it to the floor, foot's on the brake, and it's ready to spray, and as soon as I let off that, it clicks the nitrous, and we're gone. And I unhooked the tack because I figured out you could use the tack wire as a programmable output too. So I use the tack wire, and it locks my converter. Anytime I'm above 8% throttle, it locks my converter for me. So just kind of tricking the micro squirt to do a little more than what you might normally do with it. But anybody that doesn't know, that hasn't been watching my videos a long time, this is a Gen 4 4.8 with a LS9 cam and pack 1218 valve springs, Pro Comp China intake, decapped truck injectors that makes them 75 pounds after you decap them, according to Sloppy Mechanic. I turned this usually around 7,000 RPM. It now has a GT45 China turbo. I love it. It's been great, way better than I thought it would be. $179 turbo, and we're on like 15, 16 pounds of boost. It's awesome. It has a nitrous kit. I haven't used it yet with the GT45 turbo. I switched from 6-liter heads back to the original 4.8 liter heads, which bumps the compression up a little bit. And I didn't realize before that the 6-liter heads, the edge of the combustion chamber actually sits outside the bore when you do that. So don't put 6-liter heads on a 4.8. And I put ARP head bolts on it this time. Has a Circle D multi multi-clutch, whatever, lockup converter, the good Circle D converter. Has a 4L80E with good frictions and steels in it, and has an HD2 kit in it also. 9-inch with 28 spline axles. But yeah, the car's doing awesome. I mean, it drives great now. I love it. And I've been messing with this thing a little bit. You seen the pipe I made? There it is installed. And right now I'm trying to plumb everything: transmission lines, wastegates, boost controller stuff, the whatever this is to get the air out of the cooling system, radiator hoses, finishing them up, putting a belt on it and stuff. So anyway, just thought I would show everybody where we're at with it. It's another little street car with flat hood. That's all this is.